Welcome back once again, everyone. I'm K-Plays Games, this is EVE Online, and welcome back to our Self-Sufficiency Challenge, where, as you can see in front of you, we are finally in a cruiser. This is a Vexor. It's a very much drone-oriented ship, and last time we took it out and we ran a 3 out of 10 sight. It only took us about half an hour. 38 minutes if you count all the time I spent warping in and out to collect the loot boxes, which I didn't have to do. So if I was in try-hard mode, we can clear all 5 rooms in 30 minutes. And that's only 6 minutes a room, and that includes the time it takes to kill the giant station at the end. So that was wonderful. I have since then sold the loot boxes we got. There they are, all sold to NPC. And that has put us on 9 million. Now this fit worked really well. The one thing I wasn't too happy about was the speed of the fit. If we have a look at it and simulate it, it does only go 547 meters a second because it's only being powered by a compact afterburner. The problem is if we try and fit a micro warp drive, then it's going to need even more power, and the cap is going to be terrible. I mean, the cap's only 40 minutes with the afterburner off. So I've come up with a slightly tinkered fit. As you can see, we do indeed have a 50 mega Newton micro warp drive 1 on it. But to make that fit, I've removed 2 guns. I've removed 2 guns for 2 reasons. A, so that freed up enough power grid and CPU to fit the micro warp drive, and B, so I can fit capacitor control circuits on the ship, which then make it stable with the micro warp drive off. So run the micro warp drive to get into position, turn it off, turn the armor rep on, and then kill everything. And then that also gives us the option of putting on a core probe launcher 1 to scan down some sites, because we've never actually done any scanning on this character because we have not been able to afford or have the desire to buy a core scanner probe 1. Cost 5 million. I mean, we can afford that right now. We've got 9 million. It only takes a few things to make. It doesn't even need any mega sites, so that's nice and easy. Sorry, that was the probes themselves. The probes are 5 million. The launcher is only 60,000 and only takes titanium and pyrite, so that's not even a consideration. It was the scanner probes were the bottleneck, but we can afford that now, so that's something else we can do. And then because I've removed the drone control range augmenter here to fit a cap control, we would need to buy and build a drone link augmenter, which puts the drone control range back out to, 75 kilometers, which is lovely. I don't know how much this costs, but it does need 22 megasite. If you click view market details, no one's buying it or selling it here. We might have to go up to, I would assume that drone stuff would be available in Galente space, but apparently not. So I'm going to have to work out which NPC sells that and buy that and how much it is. 50 mega Newton micro warp drive 1 blueprint itself is just over 1.5 million. Also needs a little bit of megasite. So that's how I would change the fit. It does, of course, reduce the DPS quite a lot. I mean, the turrets are at the minute providing how much? 76.4. I mean, I'm not going to cry about losing 38 DPS from 2 turrets, because then the turrets really would be simply for grabbing aggro and waking up NPC groups. But I think the added mobility and the ability to scan will make this ship even more versatile. So that's kind of the next target. But what we're doing today is that we're going to take this thing out and run some level 2 missions, because we're now allowed to do them under the self-imposed rules of this stupid challenge. I have located 5 level 2 agents, and they're split between 2 different stations, which is nice. 3 of them live in this station here in Vellore, but the problem with Vellore is that it is right next door to Losec, so there is a half-decent chance that it'll try and send us to Old Man Star. And the other 2 live in this station in Eggy, and we know Eggy because we've been running level 1 missions out of there, and there's 2 level 2 agents in that station. So I'm going to head over there and we'll run some missions. And here we are in our new home station for level 2 missions. So let's grab one. Okay, 3-part 1. Broadcast is in this system. We're getting paid 57,000 ISK for it and 83 loyalty points, with a further 56,000 ISK if we do it within 1 hour. So let's accept and take this thing out on some missions.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to unload the sensor booster because when it's unloaded and activated, our targeting range goes out to 76 and the drones go out to 70. If it was loaded with the scan resolution script, the targeting range is only 60. Then long range is everything in missions. You can just destroy everything before it even gets close enough to open fire on you. We saw that with the Algos, and I'm applying the same kind of logic here with the Vexor. Okay, these are Caldari State. Even though the mission did not have a badge stating it was Caldari State, it is. We need to destroy the fuel depot, so I'll just lock that as well. Spit out the kinetic drones, which I brought with me. In fact, we've got so many drones, I'm going to have to change the size of these windows. There we go. Lock that. Lock this. I have brought kinetic drones with me and some explosive drones with me. Is that what, really? Just 2 enemies? You're having a bath, ain't you? Apparently this level 2 mission had 2 frigates in it. Okay. Whatevs. Come on, drones, and get back to the ship. I've bookmarked their X because we'll get the tags out of them because we know we can sell those.
Active.
I'm assuming parts 2 and 3 are going to have more than 2 frigates in them, although you never know with EVE Online. The mission system is completely obsolete, but you know, here we are doing them. The difficulty and rewards in missions varies widely within each level of mission. Some level 4 missions are just not worth your time. Some are well worth the time. Same at every level. There's some level 2 which are going to be terrible, like this mission apparently.
Docking request accepted.
Please don't judge level 2 missions on what we just saw. I promise you they're not all like that. Okay, let's complete the first one, get the next one. I need to go and pick something up from there, bring it back here. Really? This is literally just a courier mission. Oh, for goodness sake. You want a security agent, are you not? Right, fine, I'll go and do that. We're getting paid 38,000 with another 38,000 if I do it within 46 minutes, with another 62 loyalty points. Right, I'm not going to make you watch this. I'll meet you back here when this has been done. Right, here we are at the end of the courier mission. So we've killed 2 frigates in mission 1, and then we did a courier mission in mission 2. Let's hope that mission 3 is a big fight. Let's see. Kill the vengeful Caldari officer. Okay, it's in this system. We're being paid 45,000 with another 43 if we do it within 1 hour and 4 minutes, and another 87 loyalty points. Is the game sure this is level 2 and not level 1? Jesus. Well, it's 3 missions towards a level 2 storyline, I guess.
Active.
I did find out how much the Drone Link Augmenter blueprint costs. It's 2.13 million, so if we add up all the blueprints we want to buy to change the fit, it's only 9 million. I mean, I could afford to buy all that stuff now. May just do that towards the end of this episode. And we've spawned away from the gate, because why couldn't we just land on the gate? I'm expecting it to be proximity, and there will be bad guys that spawn as soon as we get close to the gate. Is that the case, or is it not? It does not appear to be the case.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so it spawned us 8,000 kilometers away from the in-gate. Ugh, this mission chain's just awful, man. Well, hopefully this guy's in a battle cruiser or something. Make this whole thing worthwhile. Oh my god, he's in a bloody frigate. What the actual... Hello game, this is a level 2 mission. Hello? Right, go and kill that single frigate, guys. In the cargo hold, I do have 5 Vespa ones, because I bought the Vespa 1 blueprint off screen as well. So, Vespas are the kinetic drone, which would be better than the ones we're using at the moment. Hey look, there's a destroyer. Wow, a destroyer. A whole 1 destroyer. Which is soon to be an X-destroyer. Oh, there's 1 more frigate. Apparently this is the vengeful Caldari officer himself, who is not elite in any way, shape or form. 0 resistances to anything, and he's dead. Okay, you know how the mission was saying we had to destroy the Caldari control tower? Turns out that's absolute balls. All you have to do is to kill 2 frigates and 1 destroyer, and then the mission's complete. So this entire mission chain had 4 frigates and 1 destroyer over the course of 3 missions, with a nice courier mission sandwiched in the middle. I'm not going to destroy the control tower. I don't care what's inside it. I just want to go and get a proper mission. Well, so far so bad for the level 2 mission experience. Oh dear. Right, well that's that terrible 3-part mission done, but I suppose it's 3 parts of the way to the 16 we need for a level 2 storyline, so can't complain too much. Okay, destroy all Caldari terrorist cells and their bunker. 1 jump away, getting paid 69,000 with another 68. We do it within an hour and a half, and a 3-figure loyalty point payment. Wow, 130 loyalty points. So again, this will be tags because it's Caldari. And because it's Caldari, I'm going to change the drones that are in the drone bay. I'm going to take the hammerheads out and replace them with Vespas, because they do kinetic. I mean, Vespas are actually better against Serpentis anyway, even though the hammerheads do have a higher damage modifier.
Drive active.
Vespas are the exact correct damage type, which is kinetic.
Warp drive active.
Okay, just another 3 state frigates, so we'll put out the little drones. Just thinking, on the new fit, we could get rid of the tracking computer, because that's only aiding the guns, and we're going to go down to 2 guns, and we're not actually using the guns in level 2 missions, as we can see. We're sending the drones out, so what we could do is buy a drone navigation computer blueprint and fit that instead of this. That's probably what we're going to do. So we'll add that to the shopping list. Ooh, 3 destroyers, wow. That's a bit more like it. Okay, have not saved location on any of these. Save that. And it's not for sale by NPCs in this region. I'll have to find out where that's sold as well, I suppose. And we need to destroy a bunker as well. Okay. I mean, this is not much of a level 2 mission. 3 destroyers, 3 frigates, and a building. And there goes the building. It did drop a cargo can. That will still be here when we come back to loot and salvage all of this.
Warp drive active.
Turns out the drone navigation computer can be bought from NPCs for 1.4 million. So that puts us up to 10.5 mil. It's way under that. It's probably actually only 10 for all of that stuff. Could probably afford that by the end of the day. Just to make this thing even more like drone focused. If we think we can get away with it, we could even take off one of these Corelli A-type multispectrum coating and fit a 3rd drone damage amplifier. Alright, that's another mission done. Let's get another one. Serpentis Spies. Eliminate the Serpentis Spies. In this system, 60,000 ISK, 123 loyalty points, with another 79,000 if we do it within 1 hour and 30 minutes. Alright, here we are. And there's 6 frigates in this level 2 mission, so we'll spin out the kinetic drones, send them on their way. They've all instantly aggressed, which is lovely. See, the guns are good for combat anomalies because everything's kind of at 20 kilometers range, but in missions everything's so far away, we're not even using them. Yeah, I'm going to change the fit to the high speed fit. Oh, 3 more frigates have warped in and they're outside my targeting range, so we're going to have to double click to approach them. When is our draw control range? 70 on the nose. That's okay. We're close enough already, so we'll just stop. Send the drones on their way. Lovely. Again, I was kind of expecting level 2 missions to have like lots of cruisers in them, but apparently not. It's been a long time since I did a lot of level 2 missions, and I forgot how pathetic they actually are. Arguably, you could move all the missions up by one level, like just eliminate all level 1 missions entirely, move all level 2 to level 1, all level 3 to level 2, all level 4 to level 3, and make something new for level 4. I'm not saying we should bring level 5 missions down to level 4, because that would just be insane. Level 5 are their own thing. They're very much separate. And that's that mission done. We're just waiting for the drones to get back. So 6, another 9 frigates.
Warp drive active.
Haven't seen a single cruiser, and this is the 5th mission we've done. That's appalling. I had dreams of fighting lots of cruisers today and getting lots of cruiser-sized modules to melt down or to fit onto my own ship, but nope, nothing doing. So let's complete that and request the next one. Okay, this next one is against the Amar Empire, so we're going to get even more tags. But before we go there, we should change our drones back over to thermal. So we'll take the Vespas out, we'll put the Hammerheads back in because they're going to be weakest. Well, strictly speaking, they should be EM, but you fight EM enemies so rarely that I'm not going to bother bringing EM drones with me. The thermal will be just enough. Right, how many jumps away is that? 1. Jolly good. 94,000 ESC, 157 loyalty points with another 84,000 if you do it within 2 hours. So let's go. Destroy the Amarian pleasure yacht and all the ships defending it. Fingers crossed we get some cruisers to blow up, shall we?
Warp drive active.
Right, here we go. Place your bets. What do you think we're going to find? Guess what? It's more frigates. Because of course it is. Put out the thermal guys. Have a go at that. Where is this pleasure yacht? Is it here? Of course it is. Is it a large collidable structure instead of a Dead Space Overseer structure? Yes, of course it is. So we'll lock that up, then we'll remove it from the overview. I'm assuming that as soon as we attack it, it's going to spawn lots of bad guys. Oh, hey, we've got a cruiser. Whoop, whoop. Cruiser alert. We have a cruiser on the field. It's a long way away. Let's just shoot it with our little drones. I can't be bothered to bring him back and send the medium drones out. So I'm not gonna. The little drones will take care of him. Let's have a look at him. This is an Ogror. Usually this is a remote repair specialised ship. The player version is. This one's got guns on it. The Ogror Navy issue is most definitely a combat ship when it comes to the player version. That one was not. Right, drones, chew on that thing. See how much health this has. Not all that much shield. Any reinforcements coming to its aid? Doesn't appear so. Again, this is why you really want long range when you're doing missions, because I've just sat still in every mission we've done and sent the drones out and they've just killed everything and nothing's come close. I don't think we've actually been shot once in the 7 missions we've done. You know what? I'm alright with that. Missions might be obsolete and boring, but they are at least easy. You could easily do level 2 missions in a frigate, but under the rules of this challenge I banned myself from them. Because they are so easy, it would have been far too easy to run level 2 missions in a frigate and get lots of money that way, so I did it the hard way. Because combat anomalies are more fun anyway. But he's dead, nothing else came to the rescue. That was 2 frigates and 1 cruiser on this level 2 mission. This is appalling. Right, let's hand in that one, get another one, gone berserk, take care of the terrorist fanatics and report back to your agent. These are going to be, even though there isn't a badge here, this is the equilibrium of mankind. who are their own little splinter faction. I cannot remember what their weakness is, so we'll just take the thermal drones because they've got the highest damage modifier. We're getting paid 124,000 ISK and 218 loyalty points for this, with another 151,000 if we do it within 2 hours 40 minutes. So this apparently is going to be a bit of a challenge. Jolly good. And the good thing about these guys, because they're a mercenary faction, they will all drop at least some kind of loot. So this one's going to be worth looting and salvaging. I am unsure as to how much salvaging I will actually do. The only thing I really want to do is loot. Because the new fit is taking off the ancillary current router and putting on two cap control circuits. So we should have a look at the cap control circuit blueprint that we have. I'm sure we bought the medium cap control circuit. Let's have a look. Capacitor, medium capacitor control circuit blueprint. Yes, we do. We need all that stuff, so we can search for that as well. Right, what do we need? We need 28 tripped power circuits. We have 101 of them. Okay, that's enough. 34 burned logic circuits. We have 90 of them. Good. And 8 melted capacitor consoles. We have 2. Okay. We would need a lot more capacitor consoles.
Warp drive active.
And melted capacitor consoles come from Amar, Blood Raider and Sanchez Nation ships. So that's good. Or rogue drones. That's slightly annoying. So the new fit is good, but building the 2 cap control circuits is going to take quite some time. So I need to salvage Amar and drones and just loot everything else. I'm not going to bother salvaging every wreck I find because I've got tons of Serpentis salvage at home. Right, Gun Berserk. If this is like the level 3 and level 4 versions, yep, there's 3 groups, and each group, when you destroy it, will call in a reinforcement group. And then each of these reinforcement groups will call in their own reinforcement groups. And these guys are way too far away, so let's just approach them. I'll put out... In fact, let's have a look at their stats. What's their weakest? Kinetic and thermal seem to be equally weak. Yeah, they're both like 25 and 35.2. And that together was at 57, that's 72, that's 72. So we'll go thermal, because the thermal drones have got the highest damage modifier. And away they go. Right, we can stop now, they've come within range. This mission is just a turkey shoot. You basically just sit still and kill everything. I don't know how that makes it any different from any other mission, but this one especially is excellent for this. If you see me do this at level 4 in a Marauder, it takes about 10 minutes. It's wonderful. And as I said, every single ship will drop some loot, so it's going to be really good for the Algos. That's the first reinforcements. This is going to call in another set of reinforcements. There's some bounty. Yep. There's some more. What are these demons resists? Exactly the same as Succubus. I wasn't expecting cruisers, and just frigates so far. Again. We have at least taken some damage. We've taken some damage in a level 2 mission, everyone. Don't panic. I think it's going to be fine. Don't need the afterburner on. Turn that off, you idiot. Good. And the reinforcing groups are coming in one at a time because that's how it works. I mean, you could, of course, just ignore the other 2 groups and work your way through each chain one at a time, but I don't think you need to. Oh, these guys are a million miles away. That's annoying. Will they come close? Ah, good. Yeah, they've aggressed on their own. They'll come within range, all on their own some. As usual, everything's trying to shoot at me. I'm just literally sitting still, not doing anything, and the drones are just running around and massacring the entire room. There are at least lots of targets in this mission, which is lovely. Just more frigates. Not even destroyers or cruisers. I don't even think the EOM have destroyers. I think it's just frigates, cruisers and battleships. I don't even think they have battle cruisers. It's a very undeveloped pirate faction. Which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to see them fleshed out, but I've been saying that for 15 years. What was that strange noise? Oh, it was the low shield warning. I haven't heard that in a long time. Look, there's a cruiser. That means there's going to be at least 3 cruisers in this mission, because that will be the end of the reinforcement chains. Wow! Cruiser! And there's cruiser number 2, and I'm assuming once we kill these 2 frigates, we'll get a 3rd one. And I probably will put out the hammerheads and let them go and chew on the cruisers. Lovely target-rich environment. This should be like what all level 2 missions are like, with like lots of enemies and some cruisers, but you know. Missions ain't never been changed in all the years I've been playing EVE. There we go, everyone's back. Let's spit out the medium thermal drones. And we'll kill these 3 cruisers and hand the mission in. And then I think I'll go and sweep up all the stuff I've been making. In fact, nah, we've not been going for an hour yet, so I'll do an hour of missions and then I'll go and sweep up. And these are arbitrator models. Really cool looking ship. I do like an arbitrator. The arbitrator is the Amar version of the Vexor. It's very much a drone oriented ship. But it can have missiles or lasers, and these guys seem to have fitted them with missiles, because that's a missile pod on the front at least, and what looks like railguns on the top and the bottom, which is completely weird. Okay, and our drones have split fire, because of course they have, because this is EVE Online, and focus fire has never worked correctly in the 21 years of EVE Online. I did wonder what was shooting and how and at what, but you know. Hey, let's have a look at this arbitrator now. I think he's actually shooting at me. Yeah, these guys have got railguns and missiles. I mean, they're very weird. Considering they're like an offshoot of the Amar, with railguns and missiles and shields and armour, they're very, very strange. I would love to see them fleshed out. Be very interested to see what their pirate ships would be like. We'll keep hoping. Look at all these lovely wrecks with loot inside each and every one of them. Yum, yum, yum. And because, then what kind of salvage would these guys have? There's only one way to find out, and that's to salvage them. There we go. Mission complete. This is much more like it. That's the kind of missions we want.
Warp drive active.
Lovely. And away. Right, let's hand that mission in. Lovely. Get the next one. Hey, we're over 10 million, so we can afford all these blueprints now. Attack the Angel Hideout. Now, this is where we're going to want the explosive drones, because Angels are weakest to explosive. 4 jumps away. What? And we're getting paid 144,000 ISK and 205 loyalty points, with 138,000 more ISK if we do it within 2.5 hours. Alright. This one seems to be on a par with the difficulty of Gone Berserk. We'll find out in 4 jumps time, I suppose. Right, I'll meet you there. Right, here we are. Let's go. Well, alright. We have another cruiser. That's lovely. And some drones for some reason. Oh, we'll get rid of the drones first. cannot remember the name of this ship hull type. It's not one that's commonly available to players. I think it's one of the special edition ships, like the Alliance tournament ships. I want to say Rabisu. Let's see if I was right. No, it's something else. Well, the drones are being shot up by the frigates. That's not a huge issue. And then I'll take out the cruiser. Again, is another ship that you can only get from the Alliance tournament. Only 50 of them were ever produced. The drones are having no trouble chewing it up, being as it is weakest to explosive. Another easy mission. Right, that's that done. I shall see you back in Eggy, another 4 jumps away. The cruiser we just saw is available to players as the Moracha, which, as I said, is a special edition ship, which means it comes from the Alliance tournament winners' prizes or runners-up prizes, and there's only ever 50 of them. Right, here we are, 4 jumps back home. Let's complete that mission. Lovely. I think I'll do one more, and then I'll go and sweep up, and we'll have a look at what we made. We have to get 1 unit of reports from 1 jump away, bring it back. We're being paid 115,000 with 171 loyalty points, with another 97,000 if we do it within 2 hours and 6 minutes. Again, this is going to be against mercenaries, so kinetic is the way to go. Well, let's do it.
Warp drive active.
Again, being mercenaries, each and every one of these is going to drop at least some kind of loot as well, so I think the Algos is going to be very full by the time he's filled up with all these missions. He might even have to drop stuff off midway. Right, quite a lot of enemies here. They've all aggressed. We'll just draw a box, spit out the kinetic drones. That's a lot of damage. That was every single one of them landing a missile on us at the same time, so the shield's just disintegrated. We might actually have to move the ship. These elite fighters, what are they like resistance-wise? Not that great. Ow. Yeah, they're going down easy enough. I was not expecting that much damage, but then we are a large stationary target and they are firing light missiles at us, so we're taking absolute full damage from these missiles every time they hit us. It's fine, the drones are removing DPS from the field nice and quick. What's the lowest resist? It looks like thermal's actually the lowest. Interesting. Looks like EM's actually the lowest. That's, when you add it together, that's 50 plus 0 is 50, 35 and 20 is 55, 65, 70. Alright, fair enough. That's 60 for EM, that's 55 for thermal. Right, looks like thermal is the best against these guys then. And not kinetic. Interesting. Tank's absolutely solid now that we've wiped out lots of DPS. I believe the final ship we kill is going to drop the thing we need, or it's going to teleport straight into my cargo as soon as we kill the thief, which has indeed what has happened. There we go. This is one of the missions where it teleports the thing straight into the ship. I still don't understand the logic why some missions do that and some missions don't. If they wanted to completely eliminate players scanning you down, warping into your mission, stealing the item and then ransoming it, then they would make every mission teleport it straight onto your ship and not spawn it in a can. But it only seems to be certain missions. Icelandic logic, yo, is weird. No reinforcements, everybody's dead. I'm going to hand this mission in and then we're going to go and grab all the loot from these missions. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Right, complete mission. And we're done. We've got almost 11 million, so that means I'm probably going to go and buy all these blueprints that we said we were going to buy. So I'll go and do that, and I'll pick up all the stuff we got from these missions, and we'll see whether or not we've got enough materials to build the blueprints that we just bought. So I'll see you when that's all been done. I was just going round and sweeping up all the loot, and I forgot that the system of Baroins is a 1.0 rookie system, so wrecks only last half an hour in that system, and unfortunately that was the system where we did gone Berserk. So all of the 3 cruiser wrecks and all the other everything wrecks have all despawned by the time I got back here. Maybe we do not want to run missions in Eggy, and if we do, we want to either decline any that take place in Baroins, or if we get one in Baroins, make sure we salvage it straight away. Or of course, we could just move up to our other level 2 agent hub at Valore, which is a little bit further away. Oh dear, what a terrible shame. All that lovely loot gone, and all that nice salvage opportunity gone. Oh well, you live and learn. Right, all the rest of the loot has been picked up. The only cruiser that was still left, alive and had not despawned, was the one in the Angel Cartel mission, and it dropped a single 425mm autocannon, which at least melts down into, well, for us, 543 units of Mexilon. So that was quite good. We didn't get any melted capacitor consoles, but then we only salvaged about 3 or 4 different Amar ships. We're going to have to go to Amar to try and kill enough things to get to 8 melted capacitor consoles. Because at the minute, we've only got about 2, and we need 8 of these because we need to build 2 capacitor control circuits to fit on the Vexor. Speaking of the Vexor fit, I did indeed buy the other 5 missing blueprints, and that has put us down to just 1 million ISK. All the rest of the loot was garbage, so that'll get melted down and added to the mineral stockpile. So I'll see how much of this I can build. And when we come back in the next episode, maybe we'll try and scan down some different combat sites in the Vexor, because I don't really want to do level 2 missions again. So come back for that, and look after yourself until then. I'll see you later.